Hey guys, it's Bria and welcome back to my channel. I am gonna do a hike today, and if you've never seen a video of mine, I'm a seasonal worker currently working outside of Zion National Park at a glamping site. And if there's one hike that I wanted to do, I knew I wanted to do this when I first got here, it was the Narrows. It's kind of like a slot canyon hike through a river, and I had always planned to do it with somebody, but I just put it off for a while and kept putting it off. Then it got really hot and I was like, oh, I want to do it when it's hot, XYZ. And now people are booked and busy, and my closest friend that I hang out with the most, she's not only booked and busy, she's booked and booed up now. And so, people get together, with somebody early on, they're really busy, not really available. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this by myself because it is getting colder, and we're entering, we're kind of in this monsoon season time where it's gonna start raining more often. And the biggest concern safety wise with doing the Narrows is flash flood potential. And so if there's even a chance of rain or rain in the distance, you don't want to be in there. So it's already cool. Today I've got my jacket on. It's in the 50s. So I know the water's gonna be cold. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this by myself. So that's what we're gonna do today. I did rent some boots, waterproof socks, and then a walking stick. And then I bought some other little things. Yeah, haven't done this before. I'm doing it by myself, so we'll see. Real quick, I forgot to mention the Narrows. If you don't know, like I said, it's a canyon with a river running through it. And it's technically 12 miles long, I believe, but no one does the entirety of it because there are parts of it that are so deep that you have to swim. And it's not even recommended that you do all that. I think most people, I don't know how many miles it is. Most people get to this place called Wall Street and then turn around, but even that's a 4-hour hike in, and then you still have to come back. It's out and back. It's an out and back hike, so you still have to come back. So I might not get to Wall Street. I'm just not that fit and not that in shape, and also not that eager to do 4 hours by myself. There's nothing really that grandiose about Wall Street. It's just that by the time that you get to that spot, you've really seen all the good stuff there is to see on the trail. And so most that make it there are satisfied enough to just turn around, and you've been hiking long enough that, again, you're satisfied enough and you're ready to turn around. Seems like a lot. For my first time, I'll just go until I feel like I don't want to go anymore. So we'll see how far that ends up being. But yeah, it's my first time. So I'm in Springdale, and one of the things that I already knew is that it's late enough in the morning. It's 9 a.m., 9:15. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get the visitor center parking. Visitor center parking inside the park is free. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to get that because it's not early enough. But golly, parking is $30. That's madness. Are you freaking serious? Oof, it's gonna be cold today. I'm just hoping I don't get sick. So it's like I could see into the future and know that I was gonna be sick. Now, I'm still quite congested right now. I sound a little bit better, but baby, I thought it was gonna be a cold because of me walking in what you'll see is gonna be some really cold water. But alas, I actually got, forgot about her. So yeah, it's been about a week. I started to feel sick that night,
And then the next day I was like, oh, I got a little bit of a cold. A little bit cold. No, it wasn't as bad as the first time I got it, which I don't think I told you guys about, but like it was still not great. I'm on the mend, doing good, but like any voiceovers during this video might sound a bit weird, and that's why. Apologies. But I need to change my shoes so that I can put on my rental boots. So the pedestrian entrance is right next to Zion Outfitters. I did not know that. Wow, so I left my car at 9:15 and it's 10:30. And I'm finally at the correct stop for the Narrows. I'm a little embarrassed to say that I've been living here since April and I haven't done this hike yet. But we're doing it now, and I think this is like a good day to do it. The weather seems nice. Doesn't feel as cold as I thought it would be, and it's not as hot as it could be. So I definitely just had two people be like, are you by yourself? One lady was so sweet. She was like, are you by yourself? And I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, okay, well, I'll leave you alone then. Have a good hike. And I was like, you too. And then like literally 3 minutes later, the guy was like, you going it alone? And I said, yeah. He's like, all right, good luck. I was like, thanks. I've been walking for like 30 minutes and I haven't entered the water yet, and I'm kind of confused. I followed the signs for the narrow trail, and I didn't realize you had to walk so far before you even get in the water. But I know I'm going the right way because I'm passing people with water lines up to their like boobs. Okay, I'm stupid. I realized that this is the river walk. The river walk, and you have to walk that to get to the portion that you get into. So like, yeah, I've been walking the river walk this whole time. I was like, why am I not in the water yet? This is the river walk. The river walk is over and the Narrows begin. I'm already glad I have the walking stick. Yeah, the water's cold. Looks like it's starting to get kind of deep. Gosh, I wish I was taller than 5'2", 3-ish. Oh, baby, that's wet. It's cold. It's cold. Oh, shit, that's cold. Oh, it's so cold. Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, gosh. Oh, it's fucking cold. That's so cold. I could have taken my bag off, but that was a little too much work. I don't care that it gets a little wet.
down, that's why we're gonna go. That's why we're gonna go.
Oh gosh. Okay. At least the deep section doesn't have a lot of rocks. It's just sand. I definitely did almost fall though. You can't really, you can see in some sections and you can't see in others, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Let me say, I was really trying hard not to fall. Like, in my mind, I was like, you cannot fall. You are not allowed to fall, especially when I'm by myself. I will say, it took a lot of like mental work and fortitude to stay upright. These rocks are so slippery, and like they'll roll, like they're not boulders, like they're gonna move. There were several times I almost got my ankle caught in between two rocks. Like, baby, I was working overtime trying to make sure I didn't fall into this water.
Yeah, I think it's not too bad though. The water is cold, but like it's warm enough that you dry off relatively quickly. I'm gonna be hungry after this. I have a feeling I just did not maybe eat enough before this.
So this is a part in which people were either going to the right of this rock or to the left of the rock. Now to the right, there's this like overhang and some rocks where you can like climb up and then avoid having to be submerged in more water. I was trying to decide if I was gonna like go right or left. I ended up deciding to go right. And it's kind of like a scramble. Like I'm short, and so I couldn't just like step up. I had to like crawl up, and I ended up like throwing my stick ahead of me so that I could like use my hands to crawl. It's kind of a scramble. It was kind of fun.
What part is this? I can't remember what the picture looks like. That's not that deep. Oh, my shoelaces. So I'm a little bit surprised because I think we're here. We're at the spot where they recommend turning around because I see this big rock, and I'm pretty sure this is it. This is the turnaround point, which didn't feel like that long, but let me check the time. It's only 12 o'clock. Huh. So we reached the point where most people are gonna turn back at this point, where I showed you that rock. Some people are moving forward, but as far as I've heard, it's kind of the same old stuff. So I'm just gonna turn back. I don't want to keep going and seeing the same boat stuff. And also at some point it's supposed to get high enough to swim, which I can't swim, so I'm not doing that. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna turn back because it's a long ways back to the car. But yeah, that didn't take that long. Yeah. Alright. I'm back, guys.